Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next 6 to 7 minutes, I'm going to show you the inside story in this 2007 Subaru Tribeca. I think I pronounced that right, but coming in on the front left tire, you got about 50% tread on all season radio, so definitely got some tread left on there. Coming behind the front left tire, this is your left outer tire rod. It's tight. It has some critical. That's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering. This is your lower ball joint, and that is tight. Part of the suspension. That's this CV boot here. This rubber boot is full of grease. If it was ripped, you'd see it grease all over the place. It's not. The inner CV boot right there, again, more importantly, that is full of grease and it's not ripped as well. Now, if you look behind there, right here, this is the leak point. If it was going to leak, it's going to leak right here, because this is where a seal is behind here. And see for yourself, good and dry. In fact, I'm not seeing any leakage on the bottom. That's the tranny, bottom of the motor. But another shot of the bottom of the motor there. I'm not seeing any leakage in this thing at all. Now, your front brakes, you got about 15 to 20,000 K on your front brakes. Your now this another leak point too is right here. This is your front strut. If it was, it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. That is good and dry. So far so good. Now again, I'm not seeing any leak points on okay, the bottom of the tranny. No, I don't see any leak points in here at all, actually, which is really, really good. Now, this is the right front tire. Again, about 50% tread on all season radios. Coming behind the front right tire, your outer CV boot, good and dry. Your inner CV boot, good and dry. See for yourself. And more importantly, a leak point is right here. If it was going to leak, it would leak right there, because that's where a seal is, and that is good and dry. Your lower ball joint, you can see the grease there. That's good. That's a good indication somebody has maintained this vehicle well. Now your strut, again, if it was leaking, see oil coming all the way down there. 15, about 20,000 K left on your front brakes. So good amount of brakes left on your front brakes. Your front right outer tie rod, good and tight. Sway bar link, right sway bar link connected from here to here, intact. Left sway bar link connected from here to here, intact. So front end wise, leak wise, suspension wise, brake wise, I don't see any problem so far. Now, this is your, coming down your exhaust, this is a catalytic converter, and here's the big problem. People are reaching under here and they go cut, and you go cut and cut, and you've now got yourself about $1,000 repair, because these cats are being stolen and sold for like anywhere from $100 to $300. Now, we're going to put for free a free catalytic theft protection system on this car. Just ask the dealer. If you buy it, we will protect it with a free catalytic theft protection system, so you don't have to worry about that happening. Now, coming back to the okay, another leak point. This is where the drive shaft comes into the differential, and you can see for yourself, good and dry. Another leak point, if it's going to leak, it's going to leak right here. This is the right outer, drive shaft coming out, the left drive shaft. Another leak point, if it was going to leak, it would leak right there. Now, do you see, this is your inner CV boot on the right rear. This is your outer CV boot, and you can see for yourself, good and dry. Now, this shock, this is full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. This is the strut on the right rear, and that's intact. Brakes, you got about, I'm going to say 10,000 K left on the brakes. Down, but definitely not out. All your connection points, your lower control arm points, these are all tight, important. Your another control point right here, good and tight. Suspension wise, and then left the right outer the right sway bar link connected here to here, intact. Your brakes, tires about 50% tread on all season radios. Your exhaust, I don't see any issue with your exhaust. I don't see any leaks. A little bit of surface rust. There's your spare tire. Coming across to the left rear tire, getting about 50% tread on all season radios. Left rear shock, if you follow it down, full of oil. If it was leaking, you'd see it right away. Outer CV boot, good and dry. Inner CV boot, good and dry. The about 10,000 K rear brakes. All your control points here, here, and here, all intact. Your outer, your left sway bar link connected. So Really, I'm not seeing anything of any concern so far. Okay, with the motor running, you've only got 137,375 K, very low K, no cracks in your windshield. You've got a DRL light on, which means the driver's running light, so it's that is just a very simple fix. And let's try let's try out, where's our AC here? That's the most important thing. Okay, let's get this down here. And okay, let's try out our AC here. Oh yeah, baby. AC blowing nice and cold. So other than a DRL running light, which is a very small fix for the light system, I don't see any issues so far. And now I'm going to take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with motor running. Shine of the exhaust. Very, very clean. Now, I have not heard any concern with this motor at all. And the first thing I always look under is under the oil cap to see if there's any white goo, which will be an indication of an internal leak. And see for yourself, that is clean. So I'm giving this car a definite thumbs up because I don't see any concerns in any way other than the DRL, the driver's running light, which again is a very small fix. So definitely not a safety feature. And anyway, hopefully this helps you make an informed decision. And Royal is prepared, they're the owners, I'm not. They are prepared to do a free tech video on any of their vehicles because they simply got nothing to hide. And hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. Thank you very much.